From Ronaldo and Neymar getting into a full-on fight to this ref taking out a player. These are the 15 weirdest moments in football history. And at number 15, Erling Haaland turned up to a party in the weirdest way possible. Now, here's the deal. Haaland was playing his last ever game for Dortmund after he announced to the fans that he'd be leaving at the end of the season. And it was kinda emotional. He didn't want to leave the fans feeling down at all, so he decided to lighten up the mood by surprising the residents at a local nightclub. The dude owns a $1.8 million Ferrari, so you'd be expecting him to turn up looking super fly. But I'm guessing he's never actually attended a party before, because who the hell pulls up to a nightclub in this? A tracksuit! Dude looks like he works in ushering for high school gym parties. But at least it's pretty clear, he spends his free time learning dance moves. Kylian Mbappé? Well, let's just say he was auditioning to become a part of some fight club. Look at him go! Dude forgot he's a footballer and thought he was in the Royal Rumble. For a guy that's usually so chilled and laid out, it was weird seeing Kylian bounce around the field trying to finish a shoulder bump. The ref could have booked him once, twice, or even 3 times, like Graham Poll. In the 2006 World Cup match between Australia and Croatia, English referee Graham Poll was on a mission to have his name in the history books. In the 61st minute of the game, he booked the Croatian defender Josip Šimunić after a pretty rash foul. But the real drama came in the 90th minute, because Šimunić was up to no good again. And after another foul, the whole stadium knew what was coming next. Except it never did. Poll booked Šimunić a second time, but never brought out the red. Now you'd expect Šimunić to take his fortune of good luck on a plate and get on with the game. But this dude just couldn't take a hint. So he continued arguing with Poll, pushed him, and this time, Poll was done. 3 yellow cards equal red in Poll's books. Now that's something you don't see every day. Just like Poll, some referees are special, man. I mean, this next dude almost broke a baller's jawbone. Talk about an elbow to the face. Robertson was confused. Luckily for this assistant ref, he escaped without a punishment or a ban from the FA. But that's only because he issued a public apology to Robertson, and Liverpool decided not to push the case any further. Maybe the ref was just pissed at Robbo, or his teammate Van Dijk, for sending a match ball to Pluto. Center back? More like quarterback. With a kick like that, Van Dijk's playing the wrong sport. He should be in the NFL. Kicking a ball out of a stadium takes some serious effort. But to be fair, you'd rather kick out of the stadium than in your own net, twice. 2 own goals? What's he like, an undercover agent? Take off your Leicester jersey and your mask. You're a red now. Wout Faes had a horrible game against Liverpool. Imagine scoring 2 own goals to help the opposition win 2-1. I know you're supposed to chip in with goals as a defender, but not in your own goal. But when it comes to bad own goals, Wout's brace is off the hook. Because what you're about to see next is the weirdest own goal of all time. An OG from the halfway line had me scratching my head thinking, how the heck is that even possible? Nah, Kondogbia must have been secretly practicing that one for weeks. And if you think this is bizarre, you gotta check out the most confusing goal in football history. When Leverkusen faced Hoffenheim in 2013, few people would have predicted a match no one would forget in a long time. And it wasn't because of the game itself, but Stefan Kiesling, man. Dude must have been practicing magic tricks with balls all week, because this disappearing ball act had the entire stadium confused. Even the commentator thought it got in. The replays show the ball hit the side netting, but in real time, it looks like a goal. How? Some things are damn unexplainable. Imagine having to deal with Kiesling's magic trick or Choupo-Moting's incredible howler. It was harder to miss than score, and somehow, he missed it. Look at Mbappe's face. He's just like the rest of us. No one could believe what they just seen. Moding stole a goal off Nkunku, man. And hey, if it's me, we're having a discussion down in the locker room. Stopping your teammate's goal from going in kinda feels like they both had some beef going on. But at least they kept us guessing, unlike Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw back in 2020-21. Nah, there's no hiding it. Maguire had probably been looking for a way to take out Shaw all game. And when he found the perfect opportunity, my man didn't hesitate, even if it meant allowing the opposition score. Harry Maguire, a legend. If I'm being honest, 2020-21 was a weird season all round. And to cap it all off, it ended in the most insane way possible. Liverpool versus West Brom, with some pretty huge stakes on the line. Liverpool simply had to win to qualify for the Champions League, and West Brom was fighting to escape relegation, so they could do with the 3 points too. But in the last minute of stoppage time, the game was deadlocked at 1-1, and everyone thought it was going to end in a draw. Even the ref was about to hit the whistle for full time, when Liverpool had one last corner, and they were prepared to throw one last attempt, including sending the goalie up, and you ain't gonna believe this. A goalie scoring a clutch winner? Someone must have hit the alternate universe switch without the entire world noticing. That goal was so crazy, it almost sent the Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp into a frenzy. Now, Klopp's a pretty animated dude, and he somehow managed to keep his emotions in check after this one. But right after witnessing another epic a few months back, Klopp lost it. Liverpool versus Spurs, and again, they needed to win to qualify for the Champions League. Seriously, what's up with this club and always needing to do stuff the hard way? Anyways, the game was a thriller. Liverpool was 3-0 in the opening 21 minutes, but by the 91st, the game was 3-3. Spurs had come back from the dead. But at least that's what everyone thought. Until 11 seconds later, there was one final twist. Now the goal was crazy enough, but Klopp stole the headlines with this. No way! Dude legit tore his hamstring right in the middle of celebrating a late winner. Incredible! There's just something about active managers on touchlines that gets the blood flowing, you know? I mean, I've seen some manager brawls in the past, but imagine two dudes squaring off over a handshake? Chelsea versus Spurs in 2022, Tuchel and Conte. Here's the basic info. Chelsea scores a goal, and Tuchel celebrates in Conte's face. So Spurs score, and Conte repeats the process. It was funny to watch, but at the end of the game, it all turned weird and pretty ugly too. A handshake made all of this explode. Really? Look, if they wanted to go at each other so bad, they could have just copied what Ronaldo and Neymar did and taken the fight away from the pitch to the boxing ring. Pretty sure Ronaldo had one of his Ballon d'Ors on the line for this one. Epic stuff. Now, I know what you're thinking. How the heck did these two end up in a ring? Well, it was a commercial for Mio, a Portuguese mobile network company. But how does Ronaldo and Neymar fixing up in a fight promotes this? But at least it ain't as weird as Ronaldo asking Messi out on a dinner date in front of the entire world. Whoa, Messi in a dress and Ronaldo in a suit. Incredible stuff. But I don't think anything can ever be as weird as you realizing you haven't hit the subscribe button to this channel yet. Fix it up!